Hey guys, this is DJ here, and today, welcome back into Minecraft, and today what I'm going to be building is the solar system. Man, this is going to be a very big project that I was working on. It took me at least 14 hours of hard work, and it paid off. It really did. So I hope you guys really enjoy this video. One thing I'm not going to be doing is I am not going to use World Edit at all. So I'm going to be using a website to help me build spheres, and that is how everything's going to go. So I hope you really enjoy the video. Like the button, subscribe, and let's get started with the sun. So starting off with the sun, it is the biggest thing in our solar system. So I had to build this with a very big diameter, and this took at least 4 to 5 hours to build. It was very big and very complex, especially having to use the website, and it was my first time using it, so it took me a very long time. Despite how long it took me to make it, the design of the entire sphere was also a tricky part as well, which took me at least like an extra 2 or like an hour left. But it ended up looking really good, and I'll give you the end product right here. Next planet was Mercury. Mercury is the smallest planet in our solar system, and it actually took pretty short and much quicker compared to the sun, which is the smallest. It took me on average around like 10 minutes, and the planet was easy enough to build, and even the design was pretty bland itself. Just adding a couple minor blocks to it, it looked kind of simple, a bland, regular planet, just like the rest of the others. And here is the end result. Next is Venus. Venus had a unique look compared to Mercury, but a similar style to the sun. And I was mostly focusing on the design for this, but that initially took around like 30 minutes or so. And really, the blocks that I used for this planet actually add a lot more unique look to it, and it kind of spiced it up a bit, and it looked really good. So here's the end result. The next planet is Earth, our home planet. Building the sphere was pretty easy, just filling the entire planet with the water. But after I finished that, I started adding the green land, replacing most of all the blocks, and I had to add a couple of sand for Africa and certain things. I also had to add a little more reddish sand for Australia, and I did add some white wool for the snow in I believe it's not Denmark, Greenland I think, and the Antarctic. And after I finished all that, I started adding some clouds, and it was complete. Next planet is Mars. Mars being the red planet, I find it kind of boring, but it's still just a bland planet with a simple color, but I did added some texture around it. It was pretty easy and quite quick to build Mars. And here is the final result. Next planet is Jupiter. Jupiter is our biggest planet in the galaxy, and literally it took me 2 hours of just building the sphere. It was a very challenging planet to work on, not just the size, but also adding the appropriate colors. For designing the entire planet, it took me at least an hour to do it, and it covered at least half of the entire planet, including the Great Red Spot, if you know what I'm talking about. And here is the end result. Next planet is Saturn. Saturn, being the second biggest planet in our solar system, was yet a challenge, and I would consider this to be the most difficult planet for me to build in this entire project. The reason is the rings. The rings were very challenging to get to, but building the sphere was easy since I only applied one color to it. How I decided to build the rings was I used the website to add a second circle just outside of Saturn as a template so I can use slabs to form the actual circle but at an angle so the rings can be shown at an angle. I'd done this at least 2 times. It was a little tricky, but in the end, it looked pretty good. And this is what it looks like. Next planet is Uranus. Before I started building the sphere, I was looking at a couple images of the planet to get a good color and know what to add to the sphere. And well, it is difficult color since it has a whitish blue tint to it. So I decided to add a 2 layers to the sphere. One, which the outside is made out of glass, and in the inside is made out of snow. So it kind of gives off a little white feel to it. But yeah, when you look at the planet, it does make you think it could be Neptune because it's an ice planet and very cold. But either way, it's so far from the sun, it is a really cold planet. Besides that, the entire process of adding 2 layers took me at least an hour to do it, and that was pretty tough to do. After completing the sphere, I then started working on the rings. I used the same process from Saturn to apply a secondary circle, and I used that to build the ring surrounding Uranus. and it looked really good in the end. And here it is. Now, the last planet is Neptune. This planet was very easy to build, just a perfect sphere, nothing else, just keeping it blue. But when I was finished with the sphere, I did add a couple other blocks just to add a bit more depth and texture when looking at it, and it looked really good. So there was nothing else to add to Neptune, and after that, it's just complete. And here is the end result. So now the solar system is finished. It's completed. Every planet and our one star. This is our solar system. I just want to go and tell you thanks so much for stopping by and watching the video. This spent at least 14 hours of building, but at least an hour of production time and all this. So I hope you guys really enjoyed the video. Just sit back and just enjoy looking at every single planet, and later I like to add more things to the solar system. And some things I would like to add is maybe like a black hole or maybe a spaceship of some kind. So if you want to throw any suggestions what to add in the solar system, then why wouldn't you maybe go in the comments and give me some suggestions. Alright? Well, thanks for so much of your support. I'm so happy you're here, and I wish you all guys good luck and have a great day. Bye bye.